Explorer brings you Geographica. Which construction site was the first mandatory hard hat zone? The Golden Gate Bridge, the Empire State Building, or Hoover Dam? The answer after this. The Golden Gate Bridge construction site was the first mandatory hard hat zone. When building began in 1933, the workers were required to wear modified mining hats. Until then, head protection was optional at work sites. In spite of some of the most stringent safety precautions in bridge building history, 11 workers lost their lives constructing the Golden Gate Bridge. And we're back with more of Explorer right after this. Explorer brings you Geographica. Which Louisiana town is home to one of the most haunted houses in the country? Baton Rouge, St. Francisville, or Lafayette? The answer after this. The bayou town of St. Francisville, Louisiana is home to what is considered one of America's most haunted places, the Myrtles Plantation. Built over 200 years ago atop old Indian graves, this mansion was the scene of 10 gruesome murders. At least one light is always left on at the Myrtles to keep spirits away. And we're back with more of Explorer right after this. Explorer brings you Geographica. When did the first illustration appear on the cover of the National Geographic magazine? 1940, 1942, or 1943? The answer after this. The first illustration, that of a United States flag, appeared on the July 1942 cover of the National Geographic magazine. In an effort to sell war bonds, the Treasury Department and the U.S. Flag Association rallied major American magazines to put the flag on their covers that month. The campaign continued when the first photograph, also that of a U.S. flag, appeared on the cover in July of 1943. And we're back with more of Explorer right after this.
Hello, I'm Boyd Mattson, and tonight it's a special edition of Explorer. From skydivers to snakes, vampires to volcanoes, it's the best of Explorer 2000, only on CNBC.
Coming up on this special edition of National Geographic Explorer, every year we shoot miles and miles of film, waiting for just the right shot. And tonight you'll see them all in this best of show blowout. Get a snake? We traverse the globe, following the very brave and the downright crazy. Get behind-the-scenes stories from National Geographic photographers and producers, and discover the secret of survival out in the field: duct tape.
You know, here he was with gaffer tape all over the plane and all over his Arctic suit.
This year, most people were friendly. Most animals were unpredictable.
Oh!
And our host was put through the ringer. Tonight you'll see real-life scenes from your wildest dreams and your worst nightmares. Sometimes we work hard to get it. Other times it drops right in our lap. But one thing's for sure, we'll go anywhere for science and do anything for Explorer.
Unbelievable. Oh, this is just unbelievable.
Do you think we can cram a whole year's worth of adventure into 2 hours?
Let's see what happens.
Hold your breath and hang on tight. Host Boyd Mattson shows you the best stuff from the best show on Earth. National Geographic Explorer.
Hello again, and welcome to this special edition of National Geographic Explorer. I'm Boyd Mattson.
And now back to National Geographic Explorer. And now back to National Geographic Explorer. And now back to National Geographic Explorer.
National Geographic.
And now back to National Geographic Explorer. And now back to National Geographic Explorer.
Of all the world's different species of...
National Geographic Explorer will be right back. next year's adventures are underway, and you'll be on board when National Geographic Explorer returns for another exciting season on CNBC.
Yeah, that looks so good. I can hardly wait for next year. And that wraps up our show for tonight. Thanks for watching. For National Geographic Explorer, I'm Boyd Mattson. See you next time, only on CNBC.
You may think being the host of National Geographic Explorer is a dream job.
Oh! Man, taking the cave. Any idea what this is swimming up my shorts?
But like anything else, it has its ups and its downs.
Where am I? Where the hell am I?
As road warrior and reptile wrangler, I've swum with sharks, hung tin,
Meet some people who made the mistake of picking up
and proven myself quite an accomplished snake wrangler.
One man who's made a
Fortunately, that was a non-venomous bull snake. Over the course of 9 years, I've embarked on amazing adventures. Worked with just about every creature under the stars.
Hello, I'm Boyd Mattson, and tonight on Explorer...
No, it's Al's Silent Hunters.
And traveled to some of the most exquisite locations.
I've been told by all the best climbers to know your limits and turn around even if you're not at the top.
For me, the adventure is the job. And what an adventure it's been.
Hello, I'm Boyd Mattson. Hello again, and welcome to Explorer. Hello, I'm Boyd Mattson.
It wouldn't be a mountain climb if it were totally comfortable, now would it?
I just want a list. I just want an idea of what I'm getting into. Have you broken anything? Yes.
But as the saying goes, no pain, no gain.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay.
Pull the skin right off, huh?
You want extreme? How about a reality show without stunts? 8 strangers dropped off in the Australian outback for 10 days with no food and no water.
I said one thing I wanted out of this trip was a good cleansing. Kind of purify the body and mind. I've been cleansing all morning, throwing up right and left. But I'll be a better person for this, I know. It was in the brochure.
What they didn't tell me
Hello again.
was the job required infinite patience.
But all over the world, these creatures,
And nerves of steel.
Now they look big and slow and docile, like there's nothing we have to be afraid of. Is that true?
No, more people are actually killed by hippo in Africa than any other animal. He's threatening now.
So when he opens his mouth like that, obviously, he doesn't want us to be here.
Okay.
Be still, my heart.
Oh, thank you.
I quickly learned working with animals comes with the territory.
Now that's an attention-getting performance.
As does attempting just about every sport.
I got him now. Carson and his team.
And every form of transport imaginable. Although I've done a lot of different things. Acting calm, cool, and collected has sometimes tested the limits of my fear factor.
Over the years, we've tried to tell you that there are all these creatures in nature that we're unreasonably afraid of. We think they're out stalking humans, trying to kill them. Well, that's just not the case. But I'm not
Now,
sure
I'll never forget the day we were working with bees. The guy said he was an expert and that I wouldn't get stung. So I trusted him.
The Africanized honeybee, or as it's commonly known,
If only I could have seen what was going on in the background, I might have asked to see his credentials first. You never know when you're going to be upstaged by what's going on, or coming off. in the background.
And now some survival tips to help you avoid frostbite.
From the roof of the world to the ocean depths, battling temperatures of -60.
Morning, Boyd.
Well, the sun's out.
Yeah.
To active volcanoes in Hawaii.
It has many ways showing its wrath.
I've logged over 1 million miles, collecting an armful of vaccinations, a head full of irreplaceable memories. It's never been a job. It's always been a passion. And undoubtedly, the adventure of a lifetime.
The following geographic moment is brought to you by Discover Card, proud partner of the Smithsonian's 150th anniversary.
I think it has changed me in that could have been the end of it for me.
Visit this violent Eden again. Call 1-800-225-0765 to order The Sonoran Desert from National Geographic Home Video for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Call now.
On the next National Geographic On Assignment, while everyone around them shot bullets, the combat cameramen were shooting pictures. How far will they go to capture the real Arctic? It can be a risky business even for these experienced shooters. And a bike ride that covers some 2,000 miles through the heart of China. When National Geographic takes you on assignment. Coming up next on National Geographic On Assignment, one is a beauty who can defy gravity. The other has a face only a mother could love. What happens when these two opposites come face to face? And can this treacherous peak be free climbed? Lynn Hill takes the challenge when National Geographic takes you on assignment.
And now back to National Geographic On Assignment.
Hello, I'm Robert Urich. And this time out, we're going on assignment to see one of the great battles of the sexes, shark style. Of all their kind, nurse sharks are among the gentlest. But when they mate, well, everything changes. Never before filmed in the wild, here it is, a savage kind of love.
Back to On Assignment and Robert Urich.
Each Sunday, they are called into the ring, the men in the suit of lights, the matadors. They come for the corrida, the bullfight. It is a centuries-old tradition, the great macho confrontation with death. But this year, everything is changing. This year, one of the best is a woman.
The bullfight. Classic confrontation between man and beast. But now something new has been added. A woman's touch.
Esta profesión siempre ha sido de hombres.
This profession has always belonged to the men.
That's all for this edition. For the National Geographic Society, I'm Robert Urich. See you next time on Assignment.